Hey, what's happening everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Tonight I'm going to take a look at one that is a Trader Joe's exclusive, and it is their Mission Street Gose. This is actually done by 4 Plus Brewing out of Utah. Comes in at an ABV of 4%. Always enjoy a nice Gose. There's usually a nice refreshing quality about them, so looking forward to checking this one out. The label itself, pretty decent, gives you a lot of good details, gives you some information about the beer, tells you what to kind of expect here for appearance, aroma, flavor, finish, and all that. Has a date on there as well, so everything that you kind of want to look for on the beer is actually listed, including that ABV. Does not say anything about the IBU, but that's alright. Let's get it open and get it into a glass and check it out. Now the size I'm actually using here is one of their 22 ounce bottles, so it is a little bit bigger of a bottle, and that's what a lot of their stuff actually comes in. But a decent looking beer coming out. Now you have that haziness on there, which is expected, and they actually do point that out on the label as well. But you have a nice golden straw color. Head is pretty decent, 2-finger head, nice foaminess, nice look to it. Now if you're not familiar with the Mission Street series of Trader Joe's, it's what I would consider to probably be like some of their bargain type beers. Once in a while it's fun to just experiment and see what they offer at that level. Sometimes you find some good deals that are just as comparable as some of the other craft beers out there. Get a little bit of a light behind it, it illuminates it a little bit more, and we really get a lot of the good bubble action taking place on the carbonation, which is streaming nicely. On the aroma, I'm definitely getting that coriander. I'm definitely getting that salty type feel. It's almost like a salty note that you would get if you were standing near the ocean and you were smelling that breeze coming off with that salt water. That's definitely what I kind of pick up there. I'm picking up also like some bready type notes from the yeast, but it's everything you kind of expect to get with a Gose type beer. Very nice, very decent on that aroma. As far as taste, definitely get that saltiness in play. Pick that up in the flavor, very pronounced. You also pick up, again, that coriander in the flavor as well. It has somewhat of a refreshing quality, smooth on the back end, not really a full crisp break, but a nice smoothness with it. 4% ABV. A lot of people think we can go ahead and probably session that. I would definitely agree there as well. This is a nice one you could probably kick back on a nice warm day and really enjoy also. Sits on the tongue nice. It leaves a nice feeling of that salt really on the tongue as far as the duration of the flavor. It's a pretty decent salty type beer, and I would say this is like one you would want to enjoy with something like some potato chips, some pretzels, maybe some other fattier type foods like brats, mashed hot dogs, something along those lines. This would actually pair up very nicely with that kind of flavor working with it. Duration is very good on it. You have a nice average to long duration, and for a 4% ABV, it's not too thin at all. It's actually a pretty decent replication of the style with this one. I mean, I've had some from their Mission Street series that have been pretty good, and I've had some that have been not as good, and this one actually is pretty decent as well. I think for what you would expect to get on a Gose, I think it does match up nicely. 4% ABV, not really getting too much thinness, so that's always a bonus as well. As far as what I like about those type of beers, I'm not a huge fan of thinness being in there, but a nice good texture on this one. A nice light body on this one. I do feel some of the carbonation, which is lively in the chest, so I do feel that urge to burp at points. But all in all, a pretty decent beer. Probably about a quarter or a third down the glass right now. I'm feeling some of that flavor get off the tongue. I'm feeling it somewhat in the cheek area as well, so it gets around the mouth very nicely. Nice good mouth feel with this one. Good mouth coating involved here. But definitely a surprise type beer. So like I said, this is one of the ones you can get from Trader Joe's if you happen to stop out to one of those. And I forgot what the price of it was. I think it might have been like $2.99 for a bottle of this, and actually it's worth the value. So I would definitely say that is one to check out if you have a Trader Joe's that's near you and you're a Gose fan. But thanks again for swinging by to check out another video. I definitely appreciate it. I look forward to catching you on the next one. As always, keep drinking good craft beers, and cheers.